Good morning, y'all. I'm Jennifer Jones, and you're watching a quick clip for Shut the Fuck Up. And you can watch this show on urbancountryfilms.com. It comes on every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. So let's get into it. So first, let's talk about this RGB thing, right? Or RBG, sorry. This is how I feel about it. While I respect many things that she has accomplished, I feel that she should have retired a long time ago. And I think that the president damn well better fill that fucking seat as fast as he can with the most staunch conservative he can find. I of course, not someone who's crazy or fundamentalist, but definitely a dogmatic, staunch conservative. Absolutely. It's something this country needs sorely. So yeah, I also think, and I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but ding dong, the fucking witch is dead. Fucking Jesus Christ. I thought this bitch was going to live forever. I thought she was like the fucking Queen of England. Like, someone tell me, right? The Queen of England, I don't know, when I was like 10 years old, she was like 85 years old. And she's still like 85 years old. Fuck that. That bitch is like 285 years old. I don't care what anybody says. This woman is somehow found immortality. She's a vampire. I don't fucking know. But I really felt like Ruth Bader Ginsburg was not gonna fucking die either. Okay? I know it's terrible to say things like that. I have lost people very close to me, so I don't want to hear this bullshit gibberish. By the way, just to let you know what kind of a human being I am, I don't fucking care if you think I'm an asshole. I don't give two motherfucks if you think I'm a piece of shit. I don't care if you hate my opinions, or if the fact is that you think I'm a crass individual. I'm not put on this earth to appease your sensibilities. I do what I do and I say what I say. 9 times out of 10, the shit that I say is very pragmatic, and it's pretty much what a lot of people really feel, but choose not to say because they don't like confrontation. Me, on the other hand, I don't have a flight reflex, if that tells you anything about me. I'm extremely goal-oriented, and I am an absolute pain in the ass. I am. And I don't stop till I get what I want. Always. There's never, ever a goal that I have set that I haven't accomplished, reached. And if I failed on the way, I look forward to the failure because I learn. But anyway, let's go back to RBG. Thank God. Thank God we could fill this space before the fucking election. And since Trump has already secured the votes to pass this through, let's get it done! Alright, so now let's move on from there. Let's move on to, I watched a clip of this guy critiquing this TikTok video, right? This Kevin on Stage. If you look it up, these two parents made a TikTok video of having a new kid and like basically treating the older child like they didn't care until they realized that the older child's feelings were getting hurt, and then they were like, no, you know. Well, Kevin on Stage critiqued it and said that your kid doesn't know that it's in a TikTok video. You're traumatizing this kid to make a TikTok video. First of all, let me just tell you about this video, and hopefully my producer can pull it up and attach it to what I'm talking about. But first of all, there was a cameraman. Okay, this was obviously a scripted video. It wasn't something that they did just right then and there. I'm sure there was a million takes before they got the perfect scenes, and you could tell that it was edited together. So that's first. Second, Kev on Stage, how do you know that they didn't rehearse this 100 million times with the kid? And granted that the kid is only like 2 or 3 years old. I think 3 or 4 years old. And it probably doesn't understand truly what's going on, but it does understand that there's a cameraman following me. Yeah, it does. it just so happens. So with your logic, Kev on Stage, it just so happens that this kid just so happens to draw this picture, this perfect picture of what it's like to feel left out. Get the fuck out of here. Stop it. Stop it. This whole thing was planned. And for you to get on your high horse and virtue signal like, oh my God, you're traumatizing your kid. Stop it. Stop it. You're going way too far. I love you, Kev on Stage. Okay, I follow your page. I am an avid fan. I think you're hilarious. I think that you make a lot of great points. But I think on this one, you kind of like just went overboard with this one. It's too much. It's ridiculous. I feel like you're just purposely trying to shame these parents for whatever reason, and there's no reason to shame them. You know, they made a valid point with the TikTok video. I have seen people who tend to ignore their oldest child when a new baby comes into the house. Maybe not ignore them so much, but they do get less attention. And it's not because they're bad parents, but because sometimes it happens. But what this TikTok video was trying to show was that it may happen, but you can absolutely correct the situation. And that you shouldn't let it happen, because little kids, they got feelings too. And if you were actually paying attention, you would see that there was a cameraman, there was a whole 9 yards. It was edited the whole 9 yards. I highly doubt that this child was being traumatized. Stop it. Stop it and get over yourself. Anyway, now, the next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was, did you know that they have created this polymer Band-Aid that can go directly onto a broken bone and it heals the broken bone? So now what they're trying to do is they're trying to figure out how to put it on organs to regenerate organs, like portions of heart, so that they can remove a portion of a damaged heart, put the Band-Aid on it, and have it regrow. Because what it is, it's a polymer Band-Aid. It's polymer threads that create a Band-Aid that are infused with stem cells and I guess whatever else, medication or whatever, and it's released into the system, and the stem cells seem to be repairing everything. I was one of those people who banked their child's stem cells, but I chose that after a while, it wasn't a feasible thing for me to do, so I had to let it go. And God only knows what they did with it, and they probably used it for other people or for science. Either way, it is what it is. It's not like they didn't get my stem cells in the first place when I had 2 kids and they removed the placenta and took the placenta anyway. They don't just throw your placenta and your umbilical cord in the garbage. It goes to pathology, and then it gets broken down, and I'm sure it gets sold to science. So regardless, they have it anyway. That's like people who are like, oh, I don't want them to have my DNA. What, you think they don't have your DNA yet? Like all these buccal swabs you've had throughout your lifetime, blood drawn, the whole 9 yards. If you've ever been arrested for a felony, a violent felony, this I know through experience, they take your blood and they buccal swab you, and that is banking your DNA. And if you don't think so, you're fucking out of your mind. So personally, I don't really care. I mean, do what you will. You're not going to create another clone because there's only one me. Anyway, so I thought that was really interesting that's a new thing that science is trying to come out with. I read a lot of science articles. I think that in order to progress in life, you have to keep up with science and politics, as well as religion and society as a whole. The other thing I want to talk about is Cardi B and Offset. Stop dragging her, y'all. Like, honestly, I don't like Cardi B. I don't like what she stands for. I think that she's desgraciada. If you don't know what that means, look it up. It's Spanish, by the way. But at the same time, you're going to drag this girl and talk about you ain't cook, you ain't clean. I guess he wants back his ring. You know what I'm saying? Come on, stop it. Stop it. Marriages fall apart all the time. She has the right to be happy. And if she's in a relationship that isn't happy, do you really think that that's good for her children? I don't condone divorce. My husband and I have been together for a really long time. We've had our ups and downs, and we've gotten close to probably calling it quits. But we've chose to stick it out and make it work and do the right thing because we have children and we made a promise before God. And that was very important to us. Plus, I wouldn't trade my husband for nothing in the world. He's an amazing man. So, you know, to each his own. So I just think that anybody who's dragging Cardi B because she's choosing to divorce Offset for whatever reason, it could be because the sky is purple. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's her choice. It's her marriage. You know, I think that y'all just gotta tighten up and worry about your own. Because half you bitches out here that are making comments about her and her divorce have no idea what their husbands are doing behind their back. So stop. The other thing I wanted to touch on real quick, and I'm going to get out of here, is laugh, right? So laughter. So stress, we know, causes cancer and stuff like that. But do you understand that the remedy to those issues is laughter and happiness? And it's proven that when you're in a mentally good place, your body follows suit. So I don't know if you guys know this about me. I used to be 324 pounds and I got all the way down to 145 pounds with no extra skin. And you know how I did that? I did that out of removing all toxicity from my life, from food to people. And I did that by also changing my frame of thinking and understanding that I was not a victim in society and that I didn't have to be someone's victim. And it was okay for me to forge my own path, my own way, and that I didn't owe anybody anything. And I was always so busy trying to fulfill this idea of a good child, good grandchild, this successful, gotta have a fancy car, you know, and honestly, it's not about that. I learned that success is an individual thing. So for everybody, it's different. And part of my successful story is that I've raised wonderful children. And I was able to be a stay-at-home mom. We made a lot of sacrifices. I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't have fancy clothes and jewelry and cars and all this other shit. But we made it. God always provided for us. And so I'm very, very proud that I raised excellent children. And I think I got very lucky because I chose the right man to help me raise these children. He's an excellent dad. My daughters could never have a better father. And I'm ever so grateful. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. That was it for today. And I just wanted to say thank you. And come and watch us, urbancountryfilms.com. Make sure you watch Let's Talk Freedom. Make sure you watch Shelly's show because she's excellent. She's excellent. She's a brilliant, beautiful black woman, and I think that we should all follow her, call into her show, watch it. I watched last night. It was amazing. Let's Talk Freedom are the funniest four guys you will ever meet.